Have you ever found yourself wondering what really happens during those intimate moments, or what a woman experiences when a man ejaculates inside her? It's completely natural to have questions about such personal topics, and you're definitely not alone. In this video, we're diving deep into the complex and fascinating world of female anatomy, sexual pleasure, and the emotional connections formed through intimacy. From understanding the sensitivity of the vagina to dispelling common myths about sex, we'll cover it all. Make sure to stick around until the end, because by the time you finish watching, you'll have gained insights that will not only enhance your understanding but also improve your communication and connection with your partner. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. When it comes to sexual intimacy, it's completely normal for questions and uncertainties to arise. One of the most common and often sensitive questions people ask is, what exactly does a woman experience when a man ejaculates inside her vagina? In this video, we'll dive deep into this delicate subject, offering insights and shedding light on some important aspects that many may not fully understand. So if you've ever wondered about this or felt unsure, you're definitely not alone, and we're here to clarify things together. First, to truly grasp what a woman might feel during this intimate moment, it's essential to have a basic understanding of female anatomy. During intercourse, as the penis penetrates the vagina, the man eventually reaches climax and ejaculates, releasing sperm. Now, the vagina is far more than just a passage. It's an incredibly sensitive part of the body, rich with numerous nerve endings that are designed to respond to touch and pressure in a variety of ways. This sensitivity can heighten the sensations experienced during intercourse, making it a deeply personal and emotional moment for many women. But that's not all. The clitoris, although located externally, plays a significant role in a woman's sexual experience. Often referred to as the center of female pleasure, the clitoris is packed with even more nerve endings than the vagina itself. When properly stimulated, it can lead to overwhelming feelings of pleasure, amplifying the sensations experienced during sexual activity. From my personal perspective, it's fascinating how complex and beautifully designed the female body is. It's not just about the physical sensations. This intimate experience can also bring about deep emotional connections between partners. However, it's crucial to remember that each woman's experience is unique, and what one person feels might differ from another. Open communication between partners is key to ensuring both individuals feel comfortable and satisfied. At the end of the day, understanding these nuances is so important in fostering a healthy, respectful, and mutually satisfying sexual relationship. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of this intimate topic, and you'll feel more confident in your knowledge about female pleasure and anatomy. Let's continue to explore and learn together. The intricate characteristics of the female body make it possible for a woman to experience a wide variety of sensations during sexual intercourse, and that includes the moment when a man ejaculates inside her. It's such a unique and personal experience that no two women will feel it exactly the same way. Some women describe feeling a spreading warmth, almost like a gentle wave of heat flowing within them as the semen is released. Others report a sensation of pressure, as though a soft fullness is forming inside, which can feel either subtle or quite noticeable. For some, there may be an involuntary contraction of the vaginal muscles, an almost reflexive tightening that adds another layer to the sensation. This response can be incredibly sensitive and connected to a woman's overall arousal and stimulation during the act. But it's important to remember that not all women will necessarily notice when a man ejaculates during sex. And this doesn't mean that there's anything wrong or that the experience is lacking in any way. Each woman's body responds to intimacy differently, and there is no right or wrong when it comes to how sensations are perceived. Sexual pleasure is deeply personal, and the way a woman feels pleasure is as varied as the women themselves. The fact that some women don't feel ejaculation as strongly as others doesn't diminish the beauty or satisfaction of the moment. What truly matters, though, is that the partners communicate openly about their needs, desires, and boundaries. Talking about these things might feel awkward at first, but it's the cornerstone of a satisfying sexual relationship. When both partners feel comfortable discussing what they like, don't like, or are curious to explore, it creates an environment of mutual trust. This kind of communication allows them to discover new ways of enhancing their intimacy and pleasure, which only deepens the emotional connection between them. Exploring sensations together, with an open heart and mind, helps both partners feel valued and heard in the relationship. For women who may not be sure whether their partner has ejaculated or reached orgasm, the simplest solution is just to ask. This might seem direct, but honesty during sex isn't just about physical sensations. It's about fostering intimacy and trust. When partners feel comfortable discussing what's happening, it brings them closer together emotionally. A woman can certainly feel a variety of sensations during sex, including the physical act of male ejaculation, but each woman will experience these sensations in her own way. There is no universal rulebook for how pleasure should feel. At the end of the day, the most vital aspect of any sexual relationship is that both partners feel safe, respected, and fulfilled. Communication is the bridge that leads to this kind of satisfaction. By talking openly and without judgment, partners can ensure that they're both getting what they need out of the experience, making it pleasurable and emotionally rewarding for both. Sexual intimacy is not just about the physical. It's also about creating a deep, emotional bond that grows stronger through understanding, trust, and mutual respect. This is what makes intimacy so special. It's not just about sensation, but connection. Let me offer some truly valuable insights that could completely transform your understanding of sex and intimacy. There are so many myths and truths surrounding sexual activity that most people aren't fully aware of, and clearing up these misconceptions can make a huge difference in how you approach and experience sex with your partner. Among the most frequently discussed topics, one question often comes up. Is it possible to enjoy anal sex? The answer is a resounding yes, and many people actually do. But just like any other form of intimacy, it's essential to take your time and focus on preparation to ensure that both partners feel comfortable and excited. One key to making anal sex enjoyable is dedicating enough time to foreplay. This helps relax both partners, setting the stage for a pleasurable experience. Additionally, it's incredibly important to use a lubricant, as the anal area lacks natural lubrication, unlike other parts of the body. This step cannot be skipped if you're aiming for a smooth and enjoyable experience for both people involved. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Another crucial aspect that can't be stressed enough is communication. Open, honest communication between partners is essential for any sexual activity, but especially for something like anal sex, which requires mutual trust and comfort. When both partners feel comfortable sharing what they enjoy and what they don't, it creates a safe space where both can feel secure in exploring their boundaries. This kind of open dialogue ensures that the experience is not only physically satisfying but emotionally connected as well. Now, moving on to another common question: swallowing semen. There are so many myths floating around about this topic, and they can lead to unnecessary fear or confusion. Let's clear this up once and for all. Swallowing semen is not harmful to your health. Semen is made up of several components, including sperm, proteins, and fructose, and it's predominantly alkaline. For the vast majority of people, ingesting semen poses no health risks. The only real exceptions would be if the person has a specific allergy to one of the components in semen, or if the man has an untreated sexually transmitted infection, STI. Otherwise, swallowing semen is safe, and there's no need to worry about harmful effects. On the subject of myths, one of the most widely believed falsehoods is the idea that having sex in water can prevent pregnancy. This is completely untrue. Water does not have any significant impact on the sperm's ability to fertilize an egg. Even if ejaculation occurs in water, whether in a bathtub, pool, or the ocean, there's still a risk of pregnancy. The fact that sperm may disperse or dilute in the water doesn't affect its viability. So, if you're trying to avoid pregnancy, relying on water as a contraceptive method is a dangerous misconception. It's important to understand that sperm is resilient enough to still find its way to an egg, even in a watery environment. Another important truth that many women may find helpful is the fact that being on top during sex often makes it easier for them to achieve orgasm. This position allows the woman to control the speed, depth, and angle of penetration, which can make clitoral stimulation more accessible. Many women find that having control over the rhythm and movement enhances their ability to reach orgasm more easily. However, it's important to recognize that this doesn't apply to every woman. Each person is different, and while one position may work wonders for some, others may find pleasure in entirely different ways. The beauty of sex lies in its variety, and there's no right or wrong way to experience pleasure. The key is discovering what works best for you and your partner. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. It's important to approach the G-spot with curiosity and openness, rather than with expectations based on myths or hearsay. Sexual pleasure is incredibly individual, and the journey to discovering what feels best should be enjoyable and free from pressure. By exploring different techniques and communicating openly, couples can create a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual relationship. Lastly, let's talk about the intriguing concept of multiple orgasms in women. While the idea of experiencing consecutive orgasms may sound appealing, it's not something that all women are able to experience. Studies have shown that only a minority of women are capable of having multiple orgasms in succession, and even then, it isn't guaranteed to happen every time. The ability to achieve multiple orgasms depends on a mix of physical, emotional, and contextual factors. For example, some women may be physically capable but may not feel emotionally relaxed enough to experience multiple orgasms, or the situation might not lend itself to prolonged sexual activity. The body's capacity for multiple orgasms is there for some women, but the actual occurrence is relatively rare and varies widely from person to person. This doesn't mean that sexual experiences are any less satisfying if multiple orgasms don't happen. Every woman's body responds to intimacy in its own unique way, and what matters most is that both partners feel connected, satisfied, and fulfilled in their experiences together. Whether a woman experiences one powerful orgasm or several smaller ones, the focus should always be on mutual pleasure and connection rather than trying to meet certain expectations. Now that we've explored the intricacies of female anatomy, sexual intimacy, and the myths surrounding it, what have you learned so far? We'd love to hear from you. Comment below on one thing that resonated with you or something you will bring into practice in your life. Open communication and mutual understanding are key to any fulfilling relationship, and we'd love to know your thoughts. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insights on intimacy, relationships, and well-being.